So, as usual, 2022 was another good year for dramas. Personally, I felt like 2021 was a little better, especially with dramas like Squid Game and Nevertheless. But this year was still pretty great. I think this year's most popular dramas were pretty diverse in genre, which is great. And I feel like I watched a lot of different types of dramas this year compared to last year. I feel like last year I watched a lot more romantic-based dramas, and this year I got a good mix of different genres, which is great. I think most of the dramas I watched this year were pretty good. There were some that I didn't enjoy as much as I was hoping, but for the most part I liked everything I watched to some extent. So yeah, let's get into the ranking. So this is the only drama I've ever dropped, which is a little surprising considering it's not that bad, but it's not really good either, so... I think this drama was partially a victim of its airtime and scheduling because it aired around the same time as other dramas, which I thought were much better. I mostly dropped this drama to focus on other on-air dramas because I didn't find that this one was worth my time. So this drama is about the workplace of the National Weather Service, where Park Min-young's character Jin Ha-kyung and Sung Hung's character Lee Si-woo pursue a romantic relationship. It also navigates the lives and relationships of their other co-workers. I watched 12 episodes of this drama, so I feel like I have enough to talk about my issues with the drama and why I didn't really like it. After 12 episodes, I feel like barely anything happened in the drama. Like, I can't even say for sure what the main plot or main conflict was. They were starting to set up a major conflict in episode 12 that would have probably gone through the rest of the drama, but at that point I didn't really care and just decided to drop it. To me, this drama didn't have a vibe or an identity of its own. I can't really pinpoint what this drama was trying to go for. Was it supposed to be a cute workplace drama? But it wasn't really that cute. I liked the co-workers, but I wouldn't say they were cute side characters or anything. I guess the main couple was sometimes cute, but we never really got to see their romance and feelings blossom for each other. They just kind of get together. They got together pretty quickly in the drama too, which could have been a good thing because sometimes dramas tend to drag the relationships on, but I feel like the drama didn't do much when they got together. It could have been interesting to see how these two navigated their workplace relationship, but it just wasn't. So if it's not a cute drama, was it supposed to be a serious slice of life drama? They did compare certain weather conditions to relationships and make parallels to people's current relationships and situations, which I thought was interesting, but for whatever reason, its characters just didn't grab me the way other dramas' characters did. I think it's because they didn't really do much work to develop the characters of the drama. I feel like I barely knew who these people were outside of their jobs. I feel like the characters in general didn't have much chemistry or synergy either, which is really weird because I watched some Netflix interviews with the actors and they had more chemistry there than they did in the entire drama. So yeah, this drama isn't bad, but it's not good either. Okay, what was with this drama? What was with the main CEO character having the same "I'm in pain" expression in every scene? What was with Seo Ye-ji's eyebrows? Why did they turn blonde in the middle of the drama? So I came into Eve expecting a really wild, revenge, taking down an evil company mukjang story.
I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
And I was so excited to see Seo Ye-ji in another drama because she was so good in It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And she's good here, but it definitely wasn't at the level that we've seen her before. This drama is probably one of the most underwhelming ones I've watched this year. It could have been a fun, over-the-top, ridiculous, so bad it's good type of drama, but it was just not good. I think this drama was at its best in the few moments where it leaned into the ridiculousness of its story. But for most of the drama, it took itself way too seriously. Seo Ye-ji's character, Rael, was a very restrained and understated character for a lot of the drama, but I feel like her character was at her best when she was going all out with her revenge and being in your face about it. My favorite scene was actually one of these moments where she dresses in this ridiculous green snake-like outfit and confronts the wife of the man she's trying to seduce. I actually felt like Seo Ye-ji was outshined by Yoo-sun, the actress who plays Hansora. Hansora is the wife of the CEO of the evil company, and she's exactly how I was hoping Rael to be. She was over the top, very dramatic, and all her emotions are heightened in every scene. Just a lot of yelling, crying, screaming, which is what I was kind of hoping for when I started this drama. She's by far the highlight of this drama for sure. Also, this drama has one of the worst romances I've ever seen in a K-drama. They had zero chemistry. Zero. The majority of the scenes with the lead couple Rael and the CEO of the company are just them sulking at each other. And there are some very awkward dance scenes that I think are supposed to be sensual, but it's literally Rael gliding and wiggling around a room while the CEO watches and plays the piano. Like, it was just really weird. And on the topic of the CEO, why did they tell him to make the same facial expression in every scene? Why is he always looking like he's in pain? I'm just so confused. I won't blame the actor because I've seen him in other dramas and he's been good. So I'm just gonna blame the Eve universe and move on. Also, the ending of this drama is really dumb. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say, but I didn't really like this drama. I was so disappointed that I didn't really like it because I'd heard so many good things about it. But I don't know, this just didn't click with me. I really liked the concept of the drama because I found it to be really relatable. The drama revolves around a family who lives in a small town as they live their lives. Our protagonist, Yeon Mi-jung, feels a numbness and an unsatisfaction about her life and how mundane it is. She develops a relationship with Mr. Gu, who works with her dad. We see how these two lean on each other in order to find meaning and a sense of joy or purpose in their lives. The messages of this drama are really easy to relate to. It's about making the best of your circumstances and trying to find the joy and meaning in the parts of your life that you can't change. So all of this made the drama seem so promising, and I was super excited to watch it, but I just couldn't get invested in Yeon Mi-jung and Mr. Gu's relationship, which is a huge part of the drama. They keep Mr. Gu's past a mystery for most of the drama, and I feel like that came at the cost of the development of his character. I feel like we barely got to know him. I also didn't buy the growth of their relationship. It just didn't feel organic to me for some reason. Another issue I had with this drama is that I feel like the other relationships didn't have as much progression as I was hoping. Mi-jung has two siblings, one brother and a sister, and at the beginning of the drama, I felt that they were pretty distant from each other despite living together. And by the end of the drama, I feel like they didn't grow closer. I think realistically, your relationships won't always evolve quickly or even evolve at all over time, but I was hoping to see some sort of change, even a small one. But I did like when the drama explored the lives of Mi-jung's siblings, especially her sister Gi-jung. I really wish I liked this drama as much as everyone else did because I feel like I'm missing out and it makes me so sad. So I don't feel that strongly about Love and Contract, to be honest. Like, it's a decent romantic K-drama, that's really it. I saw a lot of people saying that this drama was weird and unique from other K-dramas they'd seen in terms of its humor and general vibe, but I didn't really feel that way. So I feel like I missed something with this drama because of that. I think the drama setup is pretty unique though. It's about Sung-eun, who's played by Park Min-young, and she's like a marriage for hire person. She basically marries people as her job, mostly for people who need a wife for social reasons. And she ends up having feelings for one of her quote-unquote husbands, Jung Ji-ho. And there's another husband who's a movie star, and Sung-eun is also involved with the chaebol. There's just a lot going on with this drama, and I can't even explain it. I actually really like the lead couple. I thought their growth from a contractual marriage to an actual loving relationship was really cute. Their chemistry wasn't like a super steamy, tense type, but it was really awkward in a cute way. But honestly, Sung-eun had better chemistry with her roommate/best friend Gwang-nam. They had great banter and it felt like they were actually friends in real life. And I really liked the way Kang Hong-seok, the actor who plays Gwang-nam, delivered his lines. The male lead was also a highlight for me in this drama. Go Kyung-pyo kills this role. His character is a little unlikable at the beginning because of how cold and dull he is, but as the drama progresses, we get to see his personality shine. He's actually a very sweet and endearing character, despite his awkwardness. His facial expressions in this drama were hilarious and made even an average and mundane scene funny. Also, I feel like this drama kind of falls into the trap of going downhill after the main couple gets together. Like, I didn't find it unwatchable. Like, it's still fine, but I definitely wasn't as invested in the drama as I was in the beginning. There are definitely better romantic K-dramas out there, but if you're looking for another one, this one's fine. I have a video about this drama, so if you want to hear my more detailed thoughts, you can watch that video on my channel. So Our Blues is definitely more of a slow drama, so it was hard for me to get into at first, but once I watched a few episodes, I really started to like the drama. It tells the stories of the citizens of a small town on Jeju Island. The drama has this interesting mix of calmness and tension because its setting is really visually beautiful and it has a lot of scenery shots. Like there's a lot of ocean scenes, diving scenes, and coastline scenes. But at the same time, the stories of each character are very serious and sometimes hard to watch. This drama is different from the other dramas I've watched this year since each episode revolves around a different set of characters instead of having the same set of characters for 16 episodes or so. At first, I was worried the drama would just forget about the characters after their episode, but the drama actually does a good job of integrating the characters throughout the drama, which helped me get invested in all the characters. For the most part, we get to see the characters progress in their lives during the drama. It's not an easy watch since there are a lot of characters who are dealing with serious issues and problems in their lives, but I felt that these issues were explored in a nuanced and respectful way. I wouldn't place this drama at the very top of my list for the year. Like, I wouldn't say it was the most enjoyable drama that I watched or a drama that I got the most emotionally invested in, but I appreciate its unique story structure and how well they were able to tell the stories of a bunch of characters, because there are some dramas that couldn't even tell the story of a few characters, so. I think this drama knew its characters fully and the story they wanted to tell and executed it really well. So Our Beloved Summer is about two people who broke up 5 years ago and they come across each other again through professional circumstances, and the drama shows us how they heal from their past relationship. Their relationship ended with no closure and it's affected how both characters live up until present day. It's got a very simple story and a more calm, low-key vibe to it. It's definitely not the most exciting drama to come out this year, but probably the most consistent quality-wise. It starts off good, stays good throughout, and ends well too. I really like the format of the episodes. So they start off explaining a specific trait or flaw of one of the characters or a specific aspect of their life, and they really dive into it and explain how it affects their current life and who they are as a person. We really get to know the main characters and it helped me become more invested in them. To me, they weren't just characters in a drama, but real people. And the main leads had such natural chemistry to the point where it felt like they could be a couple I knew in real life. And the writing really capitalizes on their chemistry and allows the leads to just interact and behave as real people. And in turn, the two lead actors really bring the writing to life. The strong character writing also extends to the second male lead. You really feel for his struggles, and I never considered him to be an afterthought or a plot device because of the strong writing. This drama is really a character-based one, and it always stays true to its characters in every plot point. Honestly, I did feel like I was forcing my way through each episode, and I can't really explain why. Maybe it's because of how calm and slow the drama was. There isn't really some major dramatic plotline or some crazy confession to keep you watching. I think my preferences in dramas tend to be more grand character moments and more dramatic plot lines. But despite that, I still think this was a really great K-drama, and I think this is one that other dramas should look to be when it comes to its characters. So before I share my thoughts on the drama, I won't be speaking on how well the drama represents people with autism since I don't really feel like it's my place to say. But there were a lot of people who expressed their opinions and the issues they noticed with the drama's representation of people with autism, and I've linked them in the description if you'd like to learn more. So instead, I'll be talking more about the drama's plot. So this drama revolves around Woo Young-woo, a new lawyer with autism. From a storyline and emotional perspective, this drama started off almost perfect. It seemed like they were doing everything right with the story. I was immediately invested in Woo Young-woo as a character, and the first episode does such a good job of getting me invested in the storyline. I also like the case of the week format, with each case kind of being a parallel to something that was happening in Young-woo or another character's life. The cases felt distinct from each other, and the drama did a great job of keeping them fresh and interesting each week. And they also used the cases to develop Young-woo as a character and as a lawyer. I also really liked the side characters. characters, most of them. The male lead was really sweet while also having some very swoon-worthy moments. Youngwoo's boss is also a standout in this drama, and he became one of my favorite characters. Youngwoo's best friend brought a fun and lighthearted energy to the drama, and I love the handshake that they'd had. And there's also Youngwoo's co-worker Chae Soo-yeon, who initially seems to be antagonistic towards Youngwoo, but as we get to know her, we can see how much she cares for her. And this guy, we won't talk about him. For all the positive things I have to say about this drama, there's actually quite a few negatives. So even though it starts off so well, it kind of stumbles towards the end. They added a bunch of unnecessary plot lines in the last few episodes, and I have no idea why. Like, there were so many other storylines that were going on, so there was no need to throw in these random plots. It's like, you know when you study really hard for a test and it's going really well, but then you're like, wait, what's the catch? Where are the trap questions? And then you start to overthink things and you second guess your answers and change things that you would have gotten right if you just didn't overthink things. So yeah, this is how I feel about this drama. If they just stayed the course on the storylines they'd established in the first 12 episodes, it would have been much better. So I want to talk about the specific plot lines at the end that I'm talking about, so a few spoilers ahead. Okay, why did they give Myung-suk cancer? Like, where did that come from? I kind of get that they wanted his character to like reevaluate his life because he's kind of a workaholic and that costed him his marriage. But did they need to give him cancer? Like, couldn't he have just had a health scare? I feel like that would have had the same effect. And then they tried to create a new romantic storyline with Soo-yeon and Min-woo. Like, where did that come from? And Min-woo, oh my god, don't even get me started on him. He literally tries to ruin Youngwoo's career in an earlier episode, and then they try to pull a redemption arc at the end of the drama. Like, that seems so unnecessary to me. Like, the drama would have been fine without these plot points. There was already so many other storylines going on. Despite the issues I had with the end of the drama, I still really enjoyed the drama overall. So I have a video up about Little Women, so make sure to watch that if you want my full thoughts on it. But I have a lot of fun watching this drama. It's the story of three sisters and what they do in the face of money, corruption, and crime. It shows us how far they'll go in order to give themselves a better life and to make a difference in the world. It's a very twisty and turny drama that also makes you think about class issues in our society. The way each episode ends has you wondering what will happen next. It's a really fast-paced drama, so there's rarely a moment where I was bored. This drama did a great job of developing its characters. Despite some of the characters' questionable actions, you still root for them. And the villains are allowed to be real people with real emotions while also being pure evil, which makes them really interesting to follow. Little Women is also such a visually beautiful drama. The cinematography is gorgeous, there's some really pretty outfits, and the set design is great too. It's also got one of the most visually interesting title sequences of any K-drama that I've seen. It's hard to speak too much about this drama without spoiling it, and I think it's better to go in blind with this drama. But I'd say if you're looking for a great drama to binge watch, this drama's it. But if you're looking for a more thought-provoking drama that lets you theorize about what's gonna happen next, this drama's also it. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is watch this drama. So this drama just like came out of nowhere for me. Usually when I decide to start a drama, it will be because I watched the trailer or heard some hype around it before its release. But I heard almost nothing about this drama. Then after, while it was airing, I started to hear the hype around the drama and I decided to give it a try, and I'm so glad I did. This is just a super cute and funny drama, and I thought it kind of paid homage to older romantic comedy K-dramas. It had its fair share of sweet and more serious moments, but they never took away from the lighthearted feel of the drama to the point where it became unenjoyable. The plot isn't super unique. It's got the fake romance trope and the middle-class girl/rich CEO trope, but this drama did it in a way that made it stand out from other dramas that use these same tropes. This drama was very over the top in its comedy, but it was also very self-aware and tongue-in-cheek about it. I also love the way this drama was edited. There were so many funny visual and audio effects that heightened the comedy of certain moments. The lead actress, Kim Se-jung, really sells the physical comedy, and she makes it so funny. She honestly put this drama on her back, and she made it way funnier. This is saying a lot too because I thought everyone in this drama did a really good job. My favorite scene was the Rachel and Samantha one, just iconic. The other characters in this drama were really enjoyable as well. My favorite side character though was the second female lead's cousin. I have no Chingus is gonna live on in K-drama history forever. I thought the main couple, Kang Tae-moo and Shin-hari, had great chemistry. It was more of a cute and awkward chemistry rather than a steamy type of chemistry, but I thought it fit the vibe of this drama really well. And even when they get together, it was still very cute and fun to watch their interactions. The second couple also had really great chemistry. There is why I would say it was more the steamy and tension-filled that you usually see with the lead couple. There was one scene between them that made me uncomfortable, but besides that one particular situation, I really enjoyed the build-up of their relationship and their tension. The only drawback and issue I had with this drama was its ending. It just felt a little rushed in my opinion. I think this drama could have benefited from an extra episode or two, but because there were only 12 episodes, they kind of rushed the ending. It was still a satisfying ending, but it would have been nice if we got a little more time with the characters. But besides that, I love this drama, and if you haven't watched it yet, you definitely need to watch it. Okay, let's talk about the drama that shall not be named. This drama has taken a life of its own, and it's become really polarizing because of certain plot points. Personally speaking, I love this drama from start to almost finish, which is why I ranked it as my top drama of the year. So this drama takes place in the late 90s/early 2000s during the IMF crisis, which impacted some countries in Asia. It revolves around Nahido, an aspiring fencer, and Becky Jin, an aspiring journalist, and the journeys that they take to achieve their goals and follow their dreams in tough economic times. Nahido is such a great protagonist, and Kim Tae-ri did an amazing job with her character. I've become a fan of her now. I love seeing the friendship between Becky Jin and Nahido. It was a very unconditional type of relationship, and seeing them support each other no matter the circumstances was very sweet. There were also some other beautiful friendships amongst the supporting characters. This drama also has a great soundtrack. Overall, it's a great drama about friendship despite some of its flaws. So I don't want to go into too much detail about what my thoughts were about the drama and go to spoilers or anything because I was hoping to make a video about this drama specifically and go into more detail there. So if you're interested, stay tuned and subscribe. There wasn't another drama this year that grabbed me emotionally like this drama did, which is why I ranked it as my top drama. You know, sometimes the things you love the most also hurt you the most. So that's my ranking. I'd love to hear about your favorite and least favorite dramas to come out this year and what your thoughts are on my ranking. I'm super excited to keep watching more dramas and talking about them in 2023. And there's already a few dramas that I've heard about in the upcoming year that sound great, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping in the new year to make more reviews on dramas that come out and old classic dramas and also make some more compilation and fan edits. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. So yeah, thanks for watching.